Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready to rock? Today, let's take a look at part of this album collection. Let's get this party started. Bachman Turner Overdrive. Let It Ride, 1973. Ladies and gentlemen, the Beatles, I Am the Walrus, Day Tripper, Paperback Writer, Strawberry Fields, and we'll show the B-sides in a moment. Personal favorites, all of these. Flip sides, we have Hello Goodbye, We Can Work It Out, Rain, and Penny Lane. Great songs. On to the Bee Gees, Staying Alive. B-side, If I Can't Have You. Another great, Blondie, Heart of Glass. 1968, Summertime Blues by Blue Cheer. This is a cover song and said to be one of the first ever heavy metal songs. Hey! Here's a great 45. James Brown, Papa Got a Brand New Bag, Part 1 and 2. And the year was 1965, and I can go on and on about all these, and I'd like to, but I don't want to make a 12-hour video. I'm going to have to keep going through these at a rapid pace, and I'll do individual, different styles, different videos another time. And those videos will include different genres and a look at individual bands. I had done some downsizing through the years, but I've kept a lot of them, so we're going to talk about the ones we still do have. A lot of the downsizing was due to having the full-length album. Here's the Cars, Shake It Up. And the follow-up to that, Since You Gone. I remember buying these at the mall in Rochester, Minnesota as a young man. Famous Son Records number 7, I Walk the Line. Johnny Cash, The Legend. Flip side, Get Rhythm, another great song. First released in May 1st, 1956. Here we have The Clash, Groovy Times. Gates of the West is the B-side. Saw him live at the Combat Rock Tour. It was awesome. Here we have the original Summertime Blues by Eddie Cochran, originally recorded in 1958. Here we have Creedence, CCR, Susie Q, Part 1 and 2, Hey Tonight in the middle there, and Proud Mary on the newer blue label at the time. Two of the other flip sides, Have You Ever Seen the Rain and Born on the Bayou, Genius. Charlie Daniels Band, Devil Went Down to Georgia, he was looking for a soul to steal. Here's Data Rock, Catcher in the Rye. Catcher in the Rye, floppy disk, if you will. Another favorite that I have a big collection of, the 12-inch vinyl, Deep Purple, Smoke on the Water. B-side is live, or vice versa. We have a studio and a live. Now for something completely different. Another band I love some of the albums of, have a collection of, Devo, Working in a Coal Mine. Dion, here's Dion, The Wanderer. They call me The Wanderer. Here's a song me and my other half love dearly. 1973, Dr. John, Right Place, Wrong Time. Classic. 1985, The Dream Academy, Life in a Northern Town. Thomas Dolby, She Blinded Me with Science. Flying North is an exceptionally great B-side. Duran Duran, Hungry Like the Wolf. I remember when Duran Duran dropped this video, it was big time. Some more Duran Duran, New Moon on Monday. I remember buying this one in particular as a young man. And this is a collection that belongs to me and my other half, Kristen. I really like this Duran Duran release. It was a little newer than the other ones, Come Undone. Come Undone with a jukebox tab. I think it's fairly rare. Two classics from the Doobie Brothers, Another Park, Another Sunday, and Black Water. Light My Fire and Love Me Two Times by The Doors. The Eagles, Already Gone. Great classic 70s song, Turn to Stone by ELO. Another great, The Eurythmics, Here Comes the Rain Again. B-side, Paint a Rumor with Jukebox Tab. The Eurythmics again, Would I Lie to You? And Here Comes That Sinking Feeling. Be sure to stay tuned till the end for some bonus vinyl. Here's a great by Fleetwood Mac, Tusk. She drives me crazy. Fine Young Cannibals. Here we have Genesis, 3x3. What's interesting here is we have 3 songs, Paper Late, You Might Recall, and Me and Virgil. Huge fan of this song, 19, Paul Hardcastle. Interpol, The Heimlich Maneuver. Big fan of a lot of these bands. Seen most of these bands live. Again, I don't want to go on and on too long. We'll have a supremely long video. Huge fan of this song, Aaliyah, by Donnie Iris, 1980. Just a Good Old Boys, Waylon Jennings. Joy Division, Love Will Tear Us Apart, and Leader of Men. How about some Casey and the Sunshine Band, Get Down Tonight? Classic Louie Louie by the Kingsmen on a reissue, 45. Early Kinks, All Day and All of the Night. Pretty cool. Back to the 80s, So Alive, Love and Rockets, hauntingly beautiful, cool song. I gotta say, I always love when bands had picture sleeves. The Knack, My Sharona. One of the best storytelling songs of all time, The Wreck of the Edmunds Fitzgerald by Gordon Lightfoot. Band on the Run, Silly Love Songs, Listen to What the Man Said, and we have a flip side of 1995 by Sir Paul McCartney. Concert ticket enclosed, lower right-hand corner. Mr. John Cougar Mellencamp, Paper and Fire. I still love that song. Midnight Oil, The Fierce, Beds Are Burning. Cars by Gary Newman. I could talk for hours about that song, and the album it comes off, Pleasure Principle. Awesome, great song, great album. Ghostbusters, Ray Parker Jr. Terrific movie, fun song. Opportunities, Let's Make Lots of Money, Pet Shop Boys. In the Mood, Robert Plant. Here we have 2 phenomenal songs by the Pretenders, Brass in Pocket, and Middle of the Road. The Red Hot Chili Peppers covering Higher Ground. I think it's fairly rare. The One I Love by R.E.M., Live, Maps, and Legends on the flip side. Some people say the perfect rock song, I Can't Get No Satisfaction by the Rolling Stones. I also love the Devo cover. Talking in Your Sleep by the Romantics, 80s Gold, a band I greatly enjoyed working with. Although to clarify, not musically, just worked with them on a live tour. On the tour stop here in Minnesota, Simple Minds. I have had the pleasure of shaking Jim Kerr's hand from the front row while he sang Sanctify Yourself. This here is an alternate cover, Don't You Forget About Me. My favorite karaoke song to sing, Born to Be Wild, Steppenwolf. What I love about this reissue is Magic Carpet Ride on the flip side. Kristen's theme song, Green Eyed Lady by Sugarloaf. Wipeout, Safarius. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but I will pronounce Surfer Joe correctly on the flip side. T-Rex, Bang a Gong, great song, covered by the Power Station years later. Very cool. We're almost there, A to Z, folks. The Trogs, Wild Thing. Can you tell I love music? Here's one with a must-see live performance video, Frankenstein, the Edgar Winter Group. So cool. The epitome of the 1970s. As is Very Superstitious by Stevie Wonder. And I promised some bonus content, and we'll have a little more coming your way. First, here's some Joy Division orange vinyl. I received that as a birthday gift from my adult daughter a few years ago. And I saved Should I Stay or Should I Go by The Clash for last. So stay tuned for more vinyl talk. Think about subscribing. Like, comment, even questions, let me know. Have a great day, keep on rocking, and be kind. Rewind.